We're brothers, we're happy and we're singing and we're colored.
What's up, Baddie Army? It's the one and only BaddieTwinz, and we're back with a new video. And guys, this video is kind of gonna be like a very heavy video because we're gonna have to talk about a lot of issues that we went through in our past living in Jamaica. We were kinda putting off doing this video. We actually did a video similar to this on our previous channel, but as you know, that got terminated. So everybody's been asking this question: what happened in Jamaica? Why we left Jamaica? And we decided to finally do this video.
Okay guys, bear in mind that we had planned, it was in the plans, in the cards for us to move to New York either way.
Yeah.
But meanwhile we were planning, like, other things were brewing up, girl, and we were just thrown off and we were just pushed into moving here.
Yeah.
Like instantly, like I kid you not, like today we was living our best lives and then the next day we were like forced to move here.
Yeah, so but basically we were traveling back and forth to Jamaica and New York from like 2001, and we've always planned to move here because who wouldn't want to move to New York? Like, New York is just this big new place of opportunities with
city of dreams,
with the Big Apple, with so much concrete jungle, with so much opportunities. And because we are in the arts and we love like entertaining and music and all of that and acting, we already decided in our minds that this is where we're gonna live.
She's gonna be a New Yorker, she's gonna be in the subway, and she's gonna be in 99-cent dollar pizzas, girl.
I'm done. And of course, by that time we already outgrown Jamaica, because Jamaica is just like, it's a great island and the people are great, but the opportunities are very limited. Like, you can do only certain stuff in your country, especially because the way that we were.
Knowing that we are gay too, and what we wanted to get involved in, we knew that staying in Jamaica was just holding us back. Like, we needed somewhere big, like we needed a country that was more free and had more opportunities. And that's why we wanted to move to New York.
But before we get to the main reason why we moved, which is our sexuality, there were a lot of other stuff that led up to us not wanting to be in Jamaica anymore. For me, I was working at this job, and some days I would feel like I'm getting somewhere, like you're working and you're making money and you're progressing. And I was working at this big DVD thing. We both had the same job but at different locations. Just say it was like a blockbuster, like one blockbuster. So everybody would come there.
Celebrities, regular people,
yes,
politicians.
So it would be packed on a daily. So it also became a target for people to come and rob the store. And when I tell you, I almost got killed numerous times. People came to rob the store.
He was held at gunpoint.
And I guess because I was feminine or whatever, they pinpointed me. And yeah, so a lot of that was one of the reasons why. Also, I was robbed a lot. Even outside of work, I was robbed a lot. So
did I ever get robbed? No.
Didn't they rob the store one time when you was there too?
Yes. Oh yeah. But you got robbed over like 5 times.
Yeah, I got robbed a lot. Like, and in Jamaica, cell phones are like the main thing that
hot commodity, girl.
People rob you for.
Listen,
like, cell phones. So I am kind of a gadget person, so I would always have like the latest phone. And I'm a person like this. Like, if I'm getting robbed and you're trying to take my life, you can take the phone. You can take the phone. I can always get another phone. You can take the phone. So I don't know if I was a target, so people would always rob me. So I had to start like taking money out of my pay to take cabs to and from work to prevent getting robbed. So that wasn't working out for me because I was like, I can't be saving my safety in my own community or my regular daily commute to work back and forth. I can't be safe.
So safety, that's number one. That's one of the reasons why we wanted to move, to be more safer. Not saying that New York doesn't have its like unsafe areas or people that rob or people that kill people, but it's way more safe than Jamaica.
Yeah, and we're not saying that Jamaica doesn't have safe places. Like, first of all, what we say in this video is our experience.
Yeah, it's our opinion and our experiences.
And we're not taking anything away from Jamaica. We love Jamaica. We love our Jamaican people, but we're still gonna speak our truth.
We're gonna listen. We're giving you the real tea, unfiltered. Okay, girl.
So we're gonna tell you what happened to us.
Yes, what happened to us, and we can only tell you our truth.
Okay. So another factor for me, I don't know if it was for you too, we were having like some family issues. Like we had like a big, like this huge fight with our father over our sister. When I tell you this fight was huge, like it was,
Kerry got his ass. When I said that man beat his ass, bitch.
He messed up my beautiful face.
When I say that man finished beating Kerry's ass,
I was unrecognizable. My whole face was swollen. My eyes were bloody red.
Kerry looked like
I couldn't go to work.
You look like you walked into a beehive and you got stung all over the
I
face.
had to call into work on Lions when I got into a car accident and I wasn't able to come to work. That's how bad it was. So yeah, that was another issue. And there was just other stuff, but the main thing was because of our sexuality. I don't know where, I feel like I should start in, I feel like I should start when this whole thing happened. Like, growing up, I was always feminine. I grew up around a lot of females. I was feminine. I was the more feminine one out of the both of us.
I mean, we both did girly stuff, but Kerry just walked with a twitch in his waist.
And because I was much heavier, I had a bigger butt. So anything that I wore, no matter how big it was, and I tried to hide it, my butt was just always visible. And the thighs, they were always just visible. And people in Jamaica, they love to watch you and judge you. They love to watch you and judge you. So they would notice, we had a certain look. So when people looked at us, they thought that we had this bunch of money or whatever. And I used to wear my hair a certain way, like very curly. And people would think that I would actually go to the hairdresser to get my hair done. When in actuality, I would just like rub some gel in my hair and it would come out like very curly.
Mind you, it wasn't no special gel. We was using that same brown gel.
Our dark brown gel
that they sell in the plastic bags, the clear plastic bags in Jamaica.
That's what
it wasn't no special gel.
And I would just rub it up in my hair and it would just come out very curly and tight and really look like I would have gotten my hair done by a hairdresser. So I would say people would pinpoint me for that, and because I was feminine, so they would just assume that I was gay. So that was another reason too. And I remember in high school, we went to a all-boys high school. I remember this incident where this one guy used to pick on me every day just because he thought I was gay or because I was feminine. And I remember one time I was coming from class and I guess he was waiting on me or he just saw me or whatever. He was in one of the classrooms and I was walking past. And he just spat in my face, like out of nowhere. I just felt something warm and slimy in my face. And when I turned around, I noticed that him. And to me, that's the most humiliating.
Bitch, y'all already know that I was not on site. Because if I was on site, bitch.
That was the most, I feel like.
Bitch, that whole school would have to shut down for like weeks, bitch.
And this happened mad years ago, like say probably 20 or so years ago.
Where? In whose face? In her face? Bitch, when I tell you, bitch. Ooh.
But that memory just
that would have been Judgment Day, bitch.
Okay, that memory.
Girl, I'm tight. I'm tight. Somebody spat in your face, bitch.
But you wasn't there at the time, so.
Sis, I'm tight for you, sis.
That's 20 years ago. So, but anyway.
Ooh,
not 20 years ago, probably like 15.
Ooh,
15.
Take the wheel.
15, 12, whatever years ago. No, 15 or 17 years ago. So, yeah. So that incident just stuck with me like through my whole life because that was like, that's very demeaning. When you spit on somebody, like that's the utmost disrespect. So, and he did that because I was gay. So I feel like growing up in Jamaica, I couldn't be myself because I was obviously gay, I was obviously feminine, and in Jamaica, they don't take too well to gay people.
Obviously, we both had to like reserve ourselves and like stay into our shell because we couldn't express ourselves as being gay. But I think Kerry got more of the backlash. Like because he was more on the feminine side, he got a lot of attention and a lot of backlash. So I was kind of in the back, kind of looking, and it felt bad because I know we both were gay, but he was just getting all the backlash. So at the time I didn't know how to handle it because at the same time I wanted to be safe also. I don't know, it's just, I don't know. At the time I was just so young, I was still trying to process everything because everybody, it's like you know you're different, but everybody's so quick to call you gay when you yourself don't even know if you're gay. Because you're still trying to figure out your life and trying to figure out why do I like guys? Why do I do this certain way? You're still trying to figure out yourself.
And mind you, we used to date girls, but I feel like we dated girls because
just
the situation that we were in.
Yeah.
And our father, because of him, because he was like a womanizer, he had all these women coming in and out of the house.
And he was strict. No, he was lenient, but he was
He was very strict.
When he was ready, like he was, and our father was not small, he was big, so
yeah,
he was kind of scary.
And I always had like in the back of my head, like I was always thinking about him, like you can't be gay because you can't disappoint your father, because we seen with all these women, like with all these women growing up, like we've never seen our mom and our dad together. It's just always like different stepmoms and all these different women coming in and out. So me down in my heart, I was like, I cannot disappoint my father. Even though I know I'm gay, I'm gonna try my hardest to try to delay.
And then we are his first kids, like his eldest son.
Yeah.
So it's like we're supposed to like take over whatever he started. Like, okay, he started. Oh, he's a womanizer. He had all this women. We're supposed to come next in line and grow. The guy gives grow. Total opposite.
Yeah, so I feel like the whole thing kind of started. When it really kind of started is like when we had a fight with our dad. But I think before that, my dad had found out that I was dating this guy, and he basically threatened the guy, went through my phone, and called anybody that he thought he was gay,
when I tell you,
and threatened them also. And then he told me that I can't stay in this house if I'm gay.
Wait, pause,
if
bitch.
I'm gay.
When I tell you when all this situation was happening, bitch, it's like we was in the twilight zone, bitch.
Like, mind you, while they knew that I was gay, or there was making an assumption or whatever, I didn't let them know that he was gay.
See now, bitch, this is a real one, bitch. Okay, this is a real sis.
So
okay?
they didn't know nothing about
him. He did not rat me out, bitch.
I was getting
he was getting all the backlash, bitch. When I tell you, I was being like, what would you call it? Like when the cops call you in and then they interrogated.
I was getting interrogated. Like I would go to sleep and I was wishing it was a dream. Only to be woken up early again because I needed to give more explanation.
Then they started on me saying, how come I not know we're twins and we're so close, bitch? That's time I'm just like,
and all this time I kept my mouth shut.
Bitch, I was gagging.
Nothing about him.
I was gagging. I didn't know what to say.
That he was gay also.
Bitch.
So yeah. And then after that though, I kind of convinced my dad that I was just going through a phase, and you know they did all that, going to see a pastor for a few sessions and all of that. And then after that, I really tried to not like be gay.
For a few years, we tried for like 1 or 2 years.
Bitch, after 6 months I gave up. I tried for 6 months not to be gay. After that, I went back to being gay. But anyways, shortly after that, we had a big fight with our dad. We moved out. We were living on our own. We were working, making our own money and stuff like that. But that's when the real
girl
happened.
And this is where you need to take a big sip on that tea, girl.
So tell them about your situation.
This is where it gets juicy.
Tell them about your situation.
Well, I forgot. What's
How you gonna forgot your tea, girl? Come on, spill your tea.
How my tea go?
With your boyfriend at the time.
Oh, bitch.
Okay,
so we was living at our mom's house, which in that house was my mom, my uncle at the time, his girlfriend, and my grandma.
Yeah.
At the time, yeah. So I had a little boo or whatever. It's like my first official boyfriend that lived like up the block. Really not up the block, like a good little distance, girl. You could jump on the bus and get to him in no time. Boop, boop. Anyways, he used to come over late at night because I used to stay okay, so it's a big yard with like 3 different houses in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so my aunt built a house, like her section of the house, but she was already living in the States. So I was staying in her section, and my little boo would come over at nighttime, girl. And I would put up a curtain because the door would have like a glass at the top that you could see through.
It, yeah.
So I put up a curtain every time I know he was coming over, girl, so nobody could peek in when they wake up early, girl.
Mind you, I was supposed to be sleeping in the room with him. He kicked me out to sleep on the couch just to let his boyfriend in. So that was strike one.
So listen, yeah, yo, when you just young and naive, girl. So anyways, my grandmother got up and see that the curtain was up. Then she realized the guy was in there. Girl, it was a whole thing, girl. Then she waited till I went to work. She started to sweep the yard and started talking all kind of nonsense.
That's something that
she was talking some all stuff about, oh, he's locked up in her room with mine. He's a batty man,
and she talking
and the whole neighborhood heard her, girl.
The people next door.
Girl, it was a whole key, girl. It was a whole mess.
Anyway, after that, I think we lived there for like a year. We lived with our grandmother for like a year. Then we moved like in another neighborhood, not too far from that neighborhood, which was also a ghetto.
Yeah, we lived in a ghetto, and then we moved from another from our ghetto to a new area, which was also a ghetto, and we were not familiar with the people. The people were not familiar with us, so we know it's kind of like we're going in on their territory. So
yeah, so every day when we leaving to go to work, they would watch us. They would always be watching us when we were leaving, when we were coming. If anybody would come into the house.
And then our cousin that we moved in with, he lived and grew up there, but they speculated that he was gay.
But because if you grow up in a community, even though they suspect that you're gay, until they have like concrete proof, then you're basically okay.
And I think even if they do have concrete proof, they don't really care because you grew up there with your family. So it's not like they could really do anything. But when you move there from another neighborhood and they don't really know you like that, it's like, bitch, we watching you like a hog, bitch. And as you slip, you gonna slide, bitch. Okay.
And so we were basically living there with our cousin and a friend, and so our cousin used to have his boyfriend come and look for him, and his boyfriend used to drive the car into the, mind you, it's a big ass house. It's a big ass house where the cars, you have a lot of cars to drive.
They used to call it the White House of that neighborhood because it was so big.
It was so big.
It had tall walls.
Tall walls, and the house was just big.
Yeah.
So his boyfriend used to drive into the yard and like come in and look for him or whatever. So I guess the people in the neighborhood would recognize, found out or whatever. We just know that one day his boyfriend was leaving.
One night
his boyfriend was leaving and his tires were punctured. And I'm like, how the hell they got into the yard
they
at first?
They hopped the fence, hopped the walls.
They hopped the highest wall and came in and punctured his tires and stuff like that. So that's when everything started to happen. We started getting threats saying if we didn't start bringing girls into the yard,
they need to see us with girls or something's gonna have to be done. We're getting threatened. Meanwhile, these niggas are like goons,
gang leaders or whatever.
Yeah, they have guns and stuff.
Because mind you, the house that we were staying, the guy's mother that owns the house, his brother was some kind of leader of the community or whatever. But he was overseas and he wasn't able to come back to Jamaica for some,
I think he was
whatever reason. Yeah. So what would happen is the people in the neighborhood would like watch the house or whatever,
and report back to him, and then he would like give his orders.
So when they went and told him that we started living there, and then they started watching us and whatever, bringing back any kind of news to him or whatever, I guess he sent his goons to watch the house and to do whatever. And so one night they came and they chose a night when my friend's mother, who owns the house, wasn't there. She was away on business. They chose that night. They hopped the gate. They came in, and they basically are there's where the house
in Jamaica. The houses are
they have grills
surrounded by grills. I don't know if you got Jamaicans know what we're talking about. The Americans, I'm not too sure if y'all know.
Yeah.
No, they know because they have grills on some of the windows. Apartment windows.
So the whole
house is
that grill. So anyways, they came in the yard, and at first I wasn't sure what they wanted. I don't know if they was asking for something, or they was asking for somebody. But anyways, I went out and I was basically asking them what they wanted, whatever. So while I was asking them, one of them grabbed me through the grill, and he had a gun, and he basically threatened me, telling me that we need to start bringing girls there, and if we are faggot or whatever, we need to stop and we need to move out if we're not gonna start bringing girls and other stuff like that. And this wasn't the first time, because we also heard that people who lived in our actual neighborhood were planning on doing stuff to us. And there was also another incident where I went to a party, a gay party, and somebody that I knew, I thought that was my best friend, she was there and she saw me, and she went back to the neighborhood and told everybody that she saw me. So by this time everybody knew. So everybody was just waiting to see us to either say something or do something. So we were kind of dreading our lives. Like this was really serious, because I don't know if anybody knows like what the crime rate is really like when it comes to homosexuals in Jamaica. I feel like it's probably a little more lenient now because we left there like 11 years ago, but people are still dying because they're gay.
Yeah, it's not really us too, it went beyond us because they took it to our family, like our mother. They were threatening our mother, like she needed to get us out of there. So till my mother came up to the house And I was like, it was a whole big fiasco. Like, girl, like,
mind you, I already planned on coming to New York. I wasn't planning on like actually staying when I came to New York this time, because we were still trying to plan to get stuff together to eventually move.
Like work and save and stuff like that.
But mind you, I had my ticket say, no lie, I had my ticket say booked for next week, and it happened this week, and I changed my flight till the next day. The way that it got like really serious, I changed my flight till the next day because we were really dreading our lives. Like, we almost got killed. And for me though, it was like a never-ending cycle, because being held up and actually gun butt in my head with a gun like before, it was like, it just kept happening. And I'm like, you know what? I have to just take myself out of the situation. And that's the main reason why I decided to move here.
Yeah, so we had planned on moving here, but it was just that it was rushed. Like, we had no choice. Like, we were literally forced out of Jamaica. Like, we could have moved somewhere else, but I don't think the heat of the moment, like, they would have found us, because they know people everywhere. So it's like it would have been a manhunt if we stayed there. And I can't live. Because Carrie left the following day, or was it 2 days after? I had to stay back for at least a week because I was working and I needed the money. So I had to stay back in order to get to even purchase my ticket.
And when I tell you, it was really hard leaving him, even though I know that he was safe because he was staying with somebody and he was safe. It was really hard.
Yeah, because I moved from that neighborhood and
it was really hard, but I was really terrified. Let me tell you guys, when I got here, I had nightmares every night for months. Like, every now and then I still have a nightmare. It got like really better. Like, and this is 11 years after. I used to have nightmares every single night.
So when you guys keep asking, like, when is the last time we went to Jamaica, or when we're going to Jamaica, it kind of brings back the memories, and we're kind of like,
who wants to go back to somewhere where you almost got killed? I mean, we love Jamaica, and it's our island and we love it. We'll never deny that. And we love our family members that are there. But some of the people that live there, they're very ignorant. They're very ignorant, and they're very like, they live in this box and they don't intend on, like,
I don't understand why grown-ass men
are worried about other people's sexuality.
Like, if you're so straight and so heterosexual, worry about the females. Why are you worried about the gay boys that's working and trying to make something for themselves? I don't understand.
That's more hot pocket for you. Like, why are you worrying what my sexual preference is?
That's all the better. You can have 3, 4, 5 girls. Like, why are you so worried about what we're doing?
And then when it comes to family members, like, I just feel like we had no support. Like, I just feel like we had each other. Like, that's why we had to get out there too. We had nobody. We had no support. We had nowhere to really go. Nothing at all.
I think what it was too, because we didn't come out and tell family, so they couldn't really defend us. I mean, they knew, but we didn't confirm it to them. So it's not like they could stand behind us.
But then when they know, why they don't need compensation? Why do they need confirmation? Like, they know us. Like, they grew us, so they know us. Why did they need confirmation?
I don't know.
So, and the thing is with family members, they don't really care if you're gay. They just care what the people in the neighborhood think, in the community thinks. Because
I think it's more of a protective thing, though.
It is a protective thing, but they're still so they're concentrated on.
Yeah, but they want to know. So even if they hear somebody saying something, they can defend you, which they should do either way if they know or not. But it's just a defense it's just a defense mechanism, I guess. I don't know. That's what I'm assuming it is.
Then sometimes I feel like family members try to force you to come out before the time.
Because you have to understand, Kiri, straight people don't understand. They don't understand the struggles that gay people are trying to understand themselves and trying to figure out what they're really into. They don't understand what's going on in the mental, in the brain.
Yeah, but it's not their right to understand until you're ready, though.
Yeah, but that's why we're here, so we could explain certain stuff to them and let them know, so in the future they won't judge other gay people. That's how straight people learn about the gay world or whatever. When they have like a gay family member or something, and they inform them on certain things.
I just feel like it was just really hard. even though we had like some good times living in Jamaica, I just feel like for the whole, we were kind of boxed in and we couldn't really be ourselves. And it was like really suffocating and we were like dying to leave. So I feel like deep down that if I didn't leave when I left, that something bad would have happened.
Yeah, I feel so too.
And every time like I talk about it,
it was just too
like I get
toxic. Jamaica,
I felt like
at the time when we were there, it was just too toxic. Too much was going on.
Yeah.
I don't know what's been going on for the past 11 years, but it's been too toxic when we was there. It was just too much going on, girl. And we just had to flee at that time. And everything happened for a reason. Everything happened for a reason. I think that incident happened for us to move at the right time. Because I think if that didn't happen, we would have delayed it a little bit more just to save up more. But everything happens for a reason.
And I'm just really happy that nobody got really hurt, especially us. Like we both made it out alive. Because you know, a lot of people, like we're here and we hear that a lot of people that we knew, like even went to school with, passed away because of violence, because they were gay.
A few of them.
And it's just really sad. Like one happened like really recently. Like we wasn't that really close to him, but yeah, he died because somebody stabbed him or whatever, and it was just really like sad, like when you hear and people that you know that you've actually met and you just know the main reason why they were killed.
So when you guys keep asking about when are we going back to Jamaica or when is the last time we've been to Jamaica, it's kind of like,
it's not something that's on the top of our list.
Yeah, that's not
like
on the top of our
eventually
list.
we'll go back one day, but not anytime soon because yeah, all those going back and all those memories and all of that, nah.
I'm kind of over it, but I'm still kind of iffy to go back. Like I don't know. We're on this platform right now. We don't know who's watching.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's not best for our safety to go back right now. I don't think so.
And I feel like even more because we're twins. So we're so like obvious to like
recognize. It's more obvious, yeah.
So I feel like it's really not safe at all. I feel like it's really not safe. But guys, we're in a really happy place now. That was years ago. Even though this topic is really hard to talk about and touch on, we feel like we need to share it because a lot of people are going through the same thing. And I know somebody in Jamaica that's living in Jamaica still and is going through the same thing is watching this video, and we just want to let you know that
you're not alone.
You're not alone. We've been through it, and if we could get through it, you could get through it too. And just try to be as safe as you can. Try to be as discreet as you can. And anytime you can get yourself out of the situation, please do so.
And just know that better days are ahead. It's not the end of the world. If you're going through something right now, you will overcome it. You will move on. It does get better. So just know that, guys. So guys, I hope you guys have learned something new about us and get to understand us more, like where we, like the stuff we've been through and like why we are the certain way we are.
And we just want to thank you guys for supporting us and loving us for who
you guys are amazing.
You guys are amazing. You guys give us more hope and more strength to get up to and do what we love to do, because you guys support us so much and we really appreciate the love and everything that you guys give to us, all the positive energy.
Keep sending it, darling.
Keep sending it.
We're receiving it.
Yes. Yes. So I guess that's it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, give us a thumbs up. Let us know what you're thinking in the comments.
Make sure you share this video because people need to see this video, girl.
Let us know what you're thinking in the comments, guys. And we'll see you guys in the next one.
And don't forget, every day is another chance to slay. So slay, bitch.
What you waiting for?
What is you waiting for?
Bye, guys. Love you. Mwah. Wait. I know you wasn't about to leave without subscribing. And while you're at it, click the bell right beside it so you can know every time we upload a video.
And girl, make sure you like this video, girl, and leave a comment down below, girl. Okay, girl?
Okay, right now.
BaddieTwinz, 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 BaddieTwinz.